books, new facts, new hooks, new tracks, new tools, new gas. You fools should move back. Original, boom bap, mystery school rap. Within the Pythagorean harmonics crowds, I move that. Who's that? The one that rocks this mic and 1,000 others. For further evidence, you can check this very album cover. I'm about to smother the ignorance out you motherfuckers. You sleeping on this teacher, let me get you out them covers. No time for sleeping, no joking, stay awoken. African drums still beat when the stick's broken. I'm floating, mind open, chakras glowing. I realize the all-seeing being is all-knowing. Heart clean, no interruption, chi flowing. From heaven we came from, so to heaven we going. We the first agriculturists, we reap what we sowing. Know who you are, not just what the TV's showing. I came to find you, we're the gods. I came to remind you, we're the gods. Don't let them blind you, we're the gods. The truth is inside you, we're the gods. Grow up, feed the needy, avoid the greedy. No one but us look like Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Not the painted bust of Nefertiti, but the Nefertiti on the temple wall seen by all in ancient graffiti. Heed me, 33 years ago, God freed me. Then she said she need me to spit the truth for her weekly, freely. Easy, open mics, now don't tease me. My face gets sweaty, palms get all greasy. I start flashing shit, all you see is feces. Written shit, spitting shit, KRS a different species. This boy beastly, he's slow and he's slow. That is the tempo, when you know, rappers come and go, always claim they run the show, till they feel that thunder blow, straight from the mother flow, gutter flow, they spit bullshit, I spit the other flow, but bullshit's a fertilizer, maybe to help these brothers grow, I don't know. I came to find you, we're the gods. I came to remind you, we're the gods. Don't let them blind you, we're the gods. The truth is inside you, we're the gods. Queen Mother, wake up. King Father, wake up. You sleeping on this teaching? It's you I gotta shake up. Wake 'em up. We the return of the Christ. Christ is not a man, it's a symbol of a community brought back to life. They got you looking for a red or white or blue savior, but here comes the black savior, Krishna, cat blazer. Tongue sharp like that razor, original rap flavor. I speak in general terms cause I'm that major. Still got the pager privately, don't lie to me. God is the Motorola mobilizing inside of me. My sheep know my voice and stay choicing and flock to me. When knowledge reigns supreme, ignorance you not gonna see. Unite with me, and I'll unite with you. Don't fight with me, and I won't fight with you. Establish law, that's what we gotta do. The future's dependent on us, maybe this is not for you. I came to find you, we're the gods. I came to remind you, we're the gods. Don't let them blind you, we're the gods. The truth is inside you, we're the gods.
God 80 years later when he was fleeing from Egypt for murder. Go look it up. Even the Hebrews that saw him do that. He saw the two Hebrews arguing, right? And so they say he tried to check the Hebrews about arguing with one another, saying that y'all brothers, but then the Hebrew looked at him and said, how can you judge us for you slay Pharaoh's soldier? And they used the word kill in that verse. So they understood the concept of killing long before Moses supposedly got some laws on the mountain. That's true.
Is it true that the story of Jesus is a direct plagiarized script from Kemet? From Egypt?
It's not direct, but it's pieces of it that is from Egypt. Christianity is nothing but Greek mythology, psychology mixed with Egyptian religion. That's all it is. The gods that you call, you know, the greater gods of ancient Rome, they took places in Christianity. You see Cupid, that's the baby angel, that was already there. You got Venus, the virgin, she was already there. Okay, and Jesus is nothing but Zeus. Say Jesus in Spanish. Hey Zeus.
Hey Zeus, that's right.
We gonna stop it right there for a second. Good morning to everybody coming into the room. Salute Keto, Raina, Young Riaz up in here, Money Boy up in here, Lee up in here. Shit, we gonna get this shit popping first thing this morning and shit. As I said in the motherfucking chat, I told you that goddamn nigga goddamn triggered me yesterday with all that dumb shit she was saying out of her mouth. Now, I don't have no problem with Christians or anything like that. That's just, to me, that's just a learning stage, you know what I'm saying, Christianity. But it's something above Christianity that's bigger than Christianity, which is yourself. If you don't know yourself, you shouldn't be talking shit like that out of your motherfucking mouth. And I found it quite insulting that she dissed our ancestors like they was doing nothing but witchcraft. If it was fucking witchcraft, why did these goddamn white folks come in our fucking land and take our shit and flip it around? So this morning we gonna get down to the nitty gritty. We're gonna watch our man Seti here. I'll be going in and out, you know what I'm saying? As far as which called Keto, you already know my input on it. If you don't know your own African religion, there's nowhere in the world. I'm not even gonna do that to you. But we gotta know ourselves. We sitting over here in fucking North America with a half-ass history, not even a half, a portion-ass history, and we want to believe something that was handed to us when we wasn't even allowed to read. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense, especially when you start to go do the research. Everything is there for you to go find, if you choose to look it up. But some of this stuff might make people uncomfortable because their foundation is so strong, which I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you walking in the light that you say out your motherfucking mouth. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, like I said, I'll be hopping in and out of my man Seti here. You know what I'm saying? This is General Seti. I dropped this link down in the description. You know what I'm saying? He got about 3 or 4 channels, a Patreon, a few other things that I'm gonna add on to the description after the show. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all like how this man is delivered, and this man is a great teacher. All those people that was in this opening video is his master teachers that he learned from Cornell University. You know what I'm saying? This dude is educated on the level that he is speaking on. So I have no problem with nothing that he say. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't battle this sucker. And I challenge anybody on religion and stuff like that, but I will not challenge this sucker here. So with that being said, let's get back to the show. And I hope everybody's having a great morning, and salute to the rest that's coming up into the room and is going to catch the replay. Let's get it.
Hey Zeus, son of goddamn Zeus. That's all that it is. Is that just a coincidence? When you can take Jesus and put him right next to Serapis, and they looked at, you can see the shit for yourself, but you don't want to accept the fact. They see it, but they know if they tell on Master gonna dig in that ass. See, Master still signing them checks though. So you can know the truth, but as soon as a nigga have to put his check and the truth on the line, he gonna choose the check. So a lot of these people know this shit. They know that this shit is old, man. Everybody know that Jesus is a copy of Horus mixed with Greek mythology. That's all that it is.
Are you telling me that there's no such thing as a Jesus Christ that ever walked the face of the earth?
There is no.
That's not real?
It's not real. There's no such thing as a God. There's no such thing as a God.
So God ain't no God?
Listen here. What we talking about as a God is an individual. A God as an individual. Somebody that you could just call on the telephone and say, God, what's going on?
Right.
Any of these niggas out here say they know God, ask him what his phone number is, so you can call him up. See, if somebody knock on your door, listen to me. If somebody knock on your door from any reputable company, they should have an identification card. And if you don't feel comfortable with that person, you can call up that company, give them that identification number, and they can verify whether that person worked for that company or not. Ask any of these niggas that say that they are a representative of God, show their identification number, give us a number to God, so we can verify that they actually represent the God they say they represent. Any one of them. Give me the number to God. Give me the number to God, so we can call him up.
I'm gonna bring you back.
Let me ask you a question. What you think about Coptic Christianity?
Coptic Christianity is mixture. Anytime you start using the term Christianity, then it's mixture. Because the metal natter had already been sealed. The metal natter was already sealed. They had already had most of their glyphs, all of their gods. It had been sealed. So when you start seeing, and it had been practiced for 10,000, 20,000 years with no mixture. So why would they change all abruptly like that? And then just start introducing new shit that had never been seen. That shit is, and so when you go to the Greek temples that was built by the Ptolemies, when you look at the cartouches that was in the wall, the priests left them blank. They didn't even put their names in the cartouches. So
I'm gonna pause right there. So, if the Manu Natter was supposed to be sealed, which is the book, what the hell are we reading? Who opened it back up? Because I swear in that book, it says all events will happen in their time. So Jesus rose and all came back and everything in the book. It's been closed and sealed. So what the hell are we reading? I'm just asking the question. Let's go.
That we will always remember that they didn't recognize him. God, 80 years later, when he was fleeing and Islam, all they did was add we was lower than low. You feel me? Damn, I done rocked my damn chain off my neck. Man, just, and it had been practiced for 10,000, 20,000 years with no mixture. So why would they change all abruptly like that? And then just start introducing new shit that had never been seen. That shit is, they didn't even put their names in the cartouches, so that we will always remember that they didn't recognize them as the true kings. They left their cartouches blank. You see? So when the Ptolemies came in, that's when Christianity began. They started taking our Africa, just like what they did with the Sphinx. They took the faces down. They destroyed our faces as God. You see what I'm saying? They destroyed our image as a divinity. We were no longer looked at in that we was lower than low. You feel me? Damn, I done rocked my damn chain off my neck. Man, just, that's all right. That's all right. Keep moving.
All right, now, you know, we always talk about Christianity, but I don't really hear nobody going in and putting foot on Islam. What's up with
I mean, Islam is deeper. They all tied to the Jew. All of them is tied to the Jew.
How so?
So because when you look at the prophets of Christianity and Islam, all they did was add on top of Judaism. They kept the Old Testament prophets. The Christians just added Jesus on top of the Old Testament. And then Islam came later. They kept Jesus, but they added Allah on top of the Old Testament and Christ. It's just like this. You got 50 Cent, you got Eminem, and you got Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is getting the most. He the Jew. Ain't nobody going in his pockets. Right. But he going in both of them niggas' pockets.
Right.
The white boy and 50 Cent. See, but the white boy brought 50 in. Right. See, he's Christianity. See, and 50 is Islam. See, the white boy getting, you know, because Islam added Jesus. That's a compromise. They had something over their ass. When they gave them that Islam, they said, we're going to give your ass a religion, but you're going to keep our Jesus. That's how it went. They gave them Islam. So they kept the Old Testament, Jesus, and added Allah. But look at it like this. Now look. The Muslim have to pray to the prophets of the Old Testament and Jesus, but the Jew, he don't recognize Jesus. He don't recognize Allah. That show you the rank and file. But both of them, they recognize the Jew prophets. Islam and Christianity recognize the Jew prophets, but the Jews don't recognize Jesus or Allah. That show you the rank and file right there. Now the Christian don't have to recognize Allah, but the Muslim got to recognize the Old Testament and Jesus.
That's right.
He have to reckon. That show you the rank and file.
That's right.
So when all you had to do is go to the Old Testament, and once you destroy the Old Testament, by default, you destroy Christianity and Islam.
Wait a minute. If you're saying if the Hebrew Israelites, they base everything on the Bible, right?
On the Bible.
So what's the beginning of the Bible then? What's the beginning of the Bible?
The beginning of the Bible is supposedly with Moses. They say Adam and Eve, but Moses is the first author of the Bible. It say Genesis, the first book of Moses. So based on tradition, they don't have no history.
If anybody realized, how did Moses be the first book? How old was that guy? He was there before there was light to actually write it? Something to make you think.
Before Moses. No other author ever wrote of Adam and Eve. No other author ever wrote of a Joseph or Isaac. It came with Moses.
All right, go ahead, come on.
I'm just warming. They didn't quiet them.
All right, so go ahead. Continue on. You were talking about Moses. Do you really believe that Moses is real? Is he a real person?
There's no man known as a Moses that ever came into existence until one of these nasty ass crackers wrote it.
Okay.
You see, because ain't no, when do you find an original text from Moses?
Right.
Where's the original one? If you ain't got no original, how do you know that this man even existed? You got a birth certificate. It got to be something on you to document you existed. And when you go to history, all the kings got their name in the wall. So it ain't no excuse for you not to be able to document that your name, who you are. You can go to all them pharaohs. You know the history of them because it's written. So where's this man's history at?
Talk to me. I'm going to come back to religion. Talk to me about sovereignty. Can black people have true sovereignty in the world of white supremacy?
How you gonna have sovereignty without divinity? Divinity is the foundation of your sovereignty. This is how you, let me explain to you what divinity is. See, this will put that religion and that God shit in check.
Go ahead.
When you look at all things in creation, I'm gonna say this once, I might do it twice. All things in creation, when it comes in, when it's born into this world, it automatically knows what it is and what it's supposed to do.
Go ahead.
A tree is a goddamn tree. It know the fruit pre-coded. But when it comes into existence, it does is the fruit that an apple, it only produce apple. It don't make a mistake and produce no goddamn peach.
Right.
And don't nobody have to explain to that tree only grow apples. Do you have to talk to the tree and tell it what to do? No, it automatic. That's innate. So everything is pre-coded to do what it's supposed to do when it comes into existence. Nobody came here to find a God, because you wouldn't have got here if you didn't already know God. How the hell you gonna come here and nobody can explain to us where this God is at? Here we is right now wanting to meet God so bad in our heart. We love God. Just talk to us. Won't even talk to us. See, so this is what I'm saying. Nobody has ever documented this God speaking for itself.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You said something about people ask God. But some people say they talk to God. What do you think about that?
They
All these
talk to
niggas-
God, and then they wake the fuck up and come back to their senses. Because I used to talk to God. I did. I used to talk to God. And when I thought God's supposed to answer, I would answer for God. I say, Father. And then in my mind, I answer for God. You know what I used to say? Yes, my son. Yes, my son. And I go on with the conversation. But then after a while, I say, man, wake your stupid ass up. You know you the one answering for God. Ain't nobody ever talked to no goddamn. It's always a nigga in the backfire, one religion over the other. Not one of them. Religion is given to a man by another man. Just like these goddamn Jehovah Witnesses and all these, they come up and put that shit in your hand. If he don't do that, you wouldn't even know they ass existed.
Right.
Okay? I'm talking about this grand supreme being that y'all say sitting up in goddamn heaven. Where he at? Why he don't speak for himself? Why he always got a man to speak for him in the confessional? When you go in the Catholic Church and you go in the confessional, you know who on the other side? A sick ass motherfucker worse than you. A fag motherfucker, he up in there raping them boys. And that's the man in the confessional telling you how to divine, control your spirit.
So are you saying religion is poison to the black mind? Is religion poison?
It's a trap. It's a trap. Because you don't have nothing in between you and your creator. You have direct connection. Everything in creation, when you come into being, you given at that moment everything you ever needed to thrive and survive. That's it. You didn't have to be taught this shit. You don't have to teach that ant to be a damn ant.
That's right.
He's pre-coded. Why do we need instructions on how to be who we supposed to be? That's a very serious question. Nothing in nature needs instructions to be what it's supposed to be. You better think about that.
You got choice though. Choice is where it get compromised. What you feel about so knowing that people got choice. Do you feel that religion, spirituality, because most people, even though you got it, what are they gonna feel that's gonna keep them from doing the wrong thing or what we would consider wrong? What's gonna guide them?
Well, you know what? I ain't telling people to give up because see, that's the trap. That's the cheese on the trap to make you think that knowledge originated with that particular religion or book. We had that knowledge back in Africa. And so a lot of people think that by giving up God, that means giving up good practice. We had that shit long before they was attached to them religions. So just by you gonna still come into that same, look at us. Ain't nobody out here claiming to be of no particular religion. We ain't jumping on nobody.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's because of the goddamn 10 Commandments that I'm not doing it.
Right.
I ain't thinking about no goddamn 10 Commandments. It's innately in us to act righteous. You don't have to be taught that. If you leave black people alone, they automatically go to doing righteous things. That's why they keep these motherfucking hook police down here, keeping this bullshit going on. That's why they do that shit.
What you gotta say about this cracker being, do you think it's in him to be righteous?
Ain't no goddamn crackers is in here for power. We gotta quit equating spirituality with crackers. They don't even deal with spirituality. That ain't even a part of they. So when we think of a spiritual, they don't even think about spirituality. The white man think about power. That's all the fuck the white man think about is power. You understand what I'm saying? And they run in America like niggas run tracks. You see what I'm saying? This a dope house. Y'all niggas want to use emotional rules and shit for a motherfucking killer. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I keep saying, if you really affecting the white man in the right way, he gonna come see your ass.
So
he gonna come see you, nigga.
So what is it gonna take for us to
he
get
gonna
out
come
of this
see
condition?
You. Huh?
What is it gonna take for us to get out of this condition that we in?
Listen here, brother. We far beyond.
Black supremacy.
You know what? Listen, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you.
Right now.
We are so far in the hole, man, that most niggas should break and run. Really. You know, it's not the ideals, because Garvey was saying it. That's what he said. If you listen back to Malcolm back in one of his speeches, he said we should act like it's already too late. That was back in the 60s. Nigga, we so far in the hole, the boat is under. The shit done crashed already.
The youth today, they don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey. They don't know nothing about Nat. They never heard of Nat Turner. Shit, some of them don't even know who.
Don't be surprised.
What is it going to take for us to reach out to the youth and start beginning to teach them the knowledge of self?
Well, you got to support your children. You know, we got to give these kids some festivals of their own, bring them some artists out they want to see. Motherfuckers got to quit shoving this shit down their throat. They want to be a part of this, but they don't necessarily want to live the era in which we live, the PE era, this, that, and ever. They don't know that right there. So they want to be able to have a chance to give it its own expression. You know, you got to let them do that.
What about masonry? Can masonry free us if we was?
Ain't nothing gonna free us but the goddamn gun, nigga.
So you telling me?
Goddamn, ain't nothing gonna free you, nigga, but your feet, your fists, and the goddamn gun. That's it. Ain't nothing else gonna free you. For real.
So what is that about, like the Masons and all of that? Where did it come from?
Masonry is a fraternity of probably the highest minds in the nation. You see? And so all men have fraternities. That don't mean they know nothing. They got power. And when you got power, you don't necessarily need to know much. Cause them goddamn brutes, they knew brutality. Shit. But they didn't necessarily, you understand?
But what's the difference between the white Mason and the black Mason?
It depends on what lodge they come from. Okay. It depends on what frame of reference they come from. You got African Masons, they don't talk that same shit them white Masons talk over here. They don't talk the same shit. If you go to Africa, it might look like a Western style Mason lodge, but they over there talking shit that nobody else is talking. They ain't talking the same shit these even though but that's a program. It's just a program. That's all. If you get in it, if you make the objective fit your needs, it's an order. It's a program. You can put niggas, it got all the different, positions you need to fill to have an organization functioning. That, just for the program, but the knowledge, you put your shit on top of it. You got to have organization, even if it's underground organization. You got to have some kind of goddamn organization. So it's a program, nothing. And so if people put money behind this program, it's gonna look good. And then if they want to promote that they got some knowledge, they might ain't got no knowledge. They might got power and money, but them niggas ain't necessarily the smartest motherfuckers. They'll go pay the smartest motherfuckers to make the moves, and just like the president, that's what he got his cabinet there for. He ain't necessary, but he might have the overall skills to be the only one that can fit that leader role. You see what I'm saying? So that's...
He be going and going. I was looking for a spot to jump in. But that Mason reference, you know what I'm saying, is a good reference, because a lot of folks need to pay attention to the history of those Masons in the history of this country. You know what I'm saying? Very weird. Just that's a key area right there to me. I'm not gonna say no more. I'm gonna allow you to find it for yourself if you do your research. You know what I'm saying? It'll jump right out to you. Or who's responsible for what, why was it done, everything, you know what I'm saying? But let's get back to him, boy. He on fire, boy. We ain't even get halfway through this shit. Salute to everybody coming into the room. Thank you for joining me this morning. Make sure y'all smash that like button, share the live, and make sure your notification bell is hit so you catch the next time, you know what I'm saying, I'm live. Want to donate to the channel? $Real Mad TV. Let's get back to the show.
This position, but it's a program. The Catholics is a program. The Islam is a program. If you get in it, you can make it work for you if you want to, You could put the blackness on it, but that religion shit, man, is just a sickening thing.
So you saying there was black people before the Bible?
Man, it was black people so long before the goddamn Bible, man. It's ridiculous. The Bible, it really, when you look at the Bible, look at books over there. You see them books over there? You know what? It take a printing press to press up books.
Right.
So you tell me, when they just got the goddamn the printing press in Europe, damn near in the 1700s, where was all these motherfucking books they talking about? What was they being made on? I mean, I'm just asking that question. It take a press to make books. It take, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a widely known, and that's why when you come back with supposedly the oldest shit of the Bible and shit, it's always a fragment of some shit. You know, it ain't even a whole goddamn scroll. It's some shit like this with, you know, toe up on the edges and shit.
But see, Seti, you talk that about the Bible, but I don't really think you ready for them Hebrew Israelites, brother.
They stick
them
to the
Hebrew
Bible.
Israelites know that Bible, brother.
Man, listen here, man.
I'm telling you, man.
I don't give a fuck who you go and get. You can go get Israel. I wouldn't give a fuck who, because once I get on Moses, I'm going to destroy their ass. They can't make it past Moses. They can't. They're going to have to start coming up. Well, that's Tutmosis. That's our Moses. That's Hatshepsut. They're going to have to latch on some way, somehow. Because that's what they're going to have. They're going to find a way to explain away Moses. They're going to call him Tutmosis, our Moses, some bullshit. It's some bullshit, man. They ain't got no dates. They ain't got no original scroll from a Moses. So if you can't, I'm a scholar, nigga, and I want to see your reference. And I want to know if it's an original. I want to know if if it's not an original from the man who you say wrote it, the motherfucking contest is over. If you go to court and a motherfucker bring in a witness that wasn't even there to see the shit, nigga, would you allow that to go down?
No, sir.
Would you let that motherfucker testify?
That shit funny as hell when you think about it. Oh, man. Damn. And see, this is what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that motherfucker triggered me yesterday, man. A line on our ancestors. I ain't playing that shit. If you ain't dropping no real knowledge like this, you shouldn't be saying nothing about witchcraft because you don't have the root to nothing. You following the follower's follower. I'm just saying. You don't know what the fuck you doing. You just online talking shit. But with that being said, let's get back to the general.
Wouldn't you motherfucking stand up and say, God damn, he wasn't even there?
Right.
But then you'll let that shit get by with the Bible. See? Ain't now one of them motherfuckers in there got an original script. So it's at least secondhand information. It can't be no better than that. If that. And they can carbon date any of that shit.
So, who out there is actually comfortable with putting their spirituality with second-handed information? I just want to know. Because actually, it ain't even second. It's more like 10th hand. That thing has been passed along, rewritten for the ruling culture of that time frame or whatever time frame for the last 1700 to 2000 years or so. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't trying to make nobody turn away from what they already have. You know what I'm saying? Information like this, when it was given to me, it made more sense for what I already knew. Because you're the missing link through the whole damn story. You're the missing link. Why is that? Ain't no goddamn Matthew lived in no fucking Africa. Ain't no John lived in motherfucking Africa. If there is, why ain't those names still over there right now? Those should be the most dominant names over there right now. I'm just saying. Something to think about. Let's get back to the general.
shit, they ain't got no older text. They just don't have it, man. They lying like a motherfucker. Tell them to produce the original goddamn script, the original manuscript. Tell them to produce it.
Those dudes, they already convinced.
I don't get it.
You can't just, we just gotta direct our energy into.
But you know what? So many people, you know why I want to get with them? Because just what I told you. When you attack them motherfuckers, you attack everybody.
Right.
Because most of these religions out here are Jew-based. All of them. Do you know the first city Muslims prayed to? Read it. It's in the Quran. Jerusalem. For 18 years, the Qibla was to Jerusalem. And then in the Quran it says after that, they turned to worship towards Mecca. And that shows you their allegiance to the Jew. Period. They know that. They the ones that gave them that goddamn religion. How the hell a shepherd gonna come up with manuscripts, man? Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. You just showing up with books. I mean, me and you know what it take to write one of them motherfuckers over there. You just can't write no goddamn and you a nomad? These is nomad, man. They moving through the desert. What the fuck they doing with books? You see what I'm saying? Unless they stole them. So when you look at all the Arab books and movies, it got thief in it. Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Aladdin, the Prince of Thieves. Goddamn, and this is the shit listen to the shit. They thieves. They thieves. They thieves. Go to, and I mean that. But anyway, that right there proves the fact that the Muslim prayed to the Jew God. Period. They can, and when you look, and then the Muslim will say, the crescent and the star is his symbol, but look on the Quran and you'll see suns. Look on the doors of the mosque of Mecca. Go Google it. It's a sun. They fooling niggas. I got pictures where they didn't. The reason why they put the veil over his face, because when you take it off, it's just the sun. It's the shining of the sun. He's the new sun deity. That's all he is. He's taking the place of Jesus. That's it.
Look, the Muslims bow down 5 times a day and they pray
to the sun. According to the sun.
To the sun.
To the sun. And the prayer at noon is a Asr. A-S-R. Go look it up. Go look at the 5 prayers and you'll see that the prayers, if it ain't noon, it's shortly after noon, is a Asr. And it's spelled A-S-R. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. So they ain't nothing but thieves. They got in there. They didn't even know what the hell to do with the shit. The Arab, he didn't even dig the goddamn sand out the temples until it was time to make some goddamn money. The sand was damn near up to the ceilings. They would go up under and light fires and shit, and then they fucked the ceilings up. All the panes, and you can see the soot. They didn't know what the hell to do with that. The white man, that's how the British and the French, it was under Arab occupation that they went in there and stole all them artifacts out of Egypt. It was under Arab occupation. And now they want to claim it for themselves. Ain't that a bitch? Now they want to claim it for themselves. They never respected Egypt. They let them white people carve all into the temples. They just let a Chinese man. This is a Chinese boy. Did y'all hear about that? This motherfucker graffitied on one of the temples over in Egypt. Yeah, and then got on, they didn't know it till he got on Facebook and put the shit up there of what he had done. And they showed.
Would help if I hit the mic. But when you come to think about it and you think about those temples and everything that he's talking about, you saw how they reacted when the statues here started coming down. You know what I'm saying? The people that they idolize. We don't know nothing about the history of that country over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they kind of detached us from these temples, these pyramids, even the mummy. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a true definition of what that really is. And we just look and take for what it is off of TV. You know what I'm saying? Basically, when you see a mummy on TV, you should feel insulted. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's for you to do more research for you to find out. But to me, I feel real insulted when I see mummies and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it is and what it's supposed to be. You know, spray painting the pyramids and the temples. Go spray paint a goddamn a George Washington damn statue over here and see what happened. We should have that same feeling about that over there. But we don't, because they didn't attach it there.
Go over there and scribble on the collar and see what they do to you. They say if you even spit over there near the Wailing Wall, they got right to shoot you. They got right to shoot you for desecrating sacred ground. Huh? But they go over in Egypt and just tear it up. Tear the temples. Got whole temples they done removed out of Egypt. What kind of goddamn thief is that? To steal a man's whole temple instead of leaving it right where it is, beautiful. They rather tear the motherfucker down and take it all away in pieces, fucking it up.
Really, damn.
They got the lip of the Sphinx in the British Museum.
Damn.
Shake.
They got the Tekkenu sitting in Washington, D.C. I'm not sure if it's an original, but we call it the Washington Monument. It's a Tekkenu. I mean, I put this on other videos. I believe you can find that information on Egypt on the Potomac, which was probably about 3 or 4 months ago back in my video uploads. If you wanted to check that out, check out what a Tekkenu is. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be the phallus of a saw sticking up from the ground. So, but we call it the Washington Monument over here. That close to Delaware, and you didn't know that? Dang.
Dear Ivan Van Sertima, God, 80 years later, when he was fleeing up too. Because Sennacherib, if you even spit over there near the Wailing Wall, they got right to shoot you. They got right to shoot you for desecrating sacred ground. Huh? But they go over in Egypt and just tear it up. Tear the temples. Got whole temples they done removed out of Egypt. What kind of goddamn thief is that? To steal a man's whole temple instead of leaving it right where it is, beautiful. They rather tear the motherfucker down and take it all away in pieces, fucking it up.
Really, damn.
They got the lip of the Sphinx in the British Museum.
Damn.
Sheikh Dia Ivan Van Sertima was talking about it. And his beard. And the beard. Ivan Van Sertima, Sheikh Diop was trying to get it back. He documented that they knew they had. Man, y'all don't know the half. They done took so much of that shit out of Egypt. They know the goddamn truth.
How much shit you think is under Lake Nasser? They build a man-made dam.
It's a whole lot under there. It's a whole lot under there. That's one of the older regions of the Nile Valley civilization. So that's right there is really where you see the next step. What Egypt was becoming. They wanted to break out that link so you couldn't see the link. See what I'm saying? So where you can look at the pyramids that's there now and say, well, they still wasn't where the Egyptian was. You see what I'm saying? But that was the earlier stages of Nubia. You see what I'm saying? It was a greater part of Nubia closer to Egypt. And there you would have seen that step that they was making to get to them pyramids. Because you ain't just gonna go from no damn mastaba like that. You know, a mastaba is just a single, the first kings was in mastaba, single story. If you look at the step pyramid of Saqqara, built by Imhotep, just the first layer. That's a mastaba. And then he started to stack them. Okay, in the 3rd dynasty for Zosia, he stacked them. But up into the 3rd dynasty, they was just in single-story mastaba. And then you seen the kings after Imhotep they was trying to bring it to the point they was fucking up too. Cause Seneferu built a pyramid, it's called the Bent Pyramid. And if he would have completed it, it would have been larger than the one at Giza. It would have been damn near twice the size of Khufu. That's how big, but something went wrong. And so they had to cut it short, the angles, instead of it coming to that point, they had to kind of, you know, bring it in so it looked bent. You see what I'm saying?
How long ago was that?
Seneferu was around like 2500 BC.
Over 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Way before the Bible.
Yeah. About 20, and then probably between 200 years, but not further than that. You know, because Seneferu is the father of Khufu, and that's the largest pyramid at Giza. So that was his father. So you can see how he got to where he was. But he did complete one called the Red Pyramid, and it's the like the third largest pyramid on the earth. But the Bent one is like the fourth. The Bent one is like the fourth, even in the you know how he missed the completion. It's still large. So Seneferu put more stone on this planet than any one single man. Seneferu, look him up.
There's a lot of weak teachers on YouTube and stuff.
Oh man.
Why do you think the so-called teachers stay away from black power? Why are they afraid of black power?
Because black power gonna demand you to fight white power. And when niggas is scared of fighting the white man, they will divert. That's just like, you see these? This is it's as hard as it is for us to look at this. Imagine this shit if it was live in your face and the fear coursing through your motherfucking vein. After a while, motherfuckers didn't want to see this shit no more. And so when the cracker would say, motherfucker, what you gonna do? Nigga, look to the ground.
Yep.
And once we stop wanting to fight the motherfucker, we develop into the niggas we is today. Complacent to fight this goddamn beast. Your nigga, your uncle, ancestor, look to the ground. Look to the ground. All and it wasn't cause they wasn't no men. I mean, goddamn, what the fuck you gonna do? We isolated. We isolated. We ain't got no cavalry coming to America to save our ass. You see what I'm saying? We ain't got no cavalry coming to save. And so after a while, when we seen that nobody could stop these crackers from doing us like this, what the fuck is you gonna do? You gonna say, you know, okay. She began to teach the young babies, the men, the things that they needed to do to stay alive in this country. And a lot of times, it's to look down and to do what the fuck the master tell you to do. And to do what the master tells you to do, okay?
Most of the slaves that were brought over from the transatlantic slave trade was already in their teens. It wasn't no grown teens. So we wasn't even really fully built already.
That's how they did it. That's how they did it, because you have to be taught your history. You have your innate divinity, but you must be taught your history. And when you can separate a child from his mother and father, and when you put that information in their head and they don't have no other option to look, that's what they think is real. And them generations grew up to teach more generations and grew up to teach more. And majority of these people have never ever heard of African history, true African history. We really just got it in the 80s. The Drusilla Dungeon. Yeah, they wrote in the 1800s. But we just grasping them today. So we just really got it in the 80s, and now we faltering already. Niggas is because the black power made a motherfucker go back to the fight. It's about independence. It's no motherfucking compromise. We cannot live without our shit. We need our shit. That's it. We cannot motherfucking just, let that go. We need our shit. And I'm talking about our land, our resource. We can't live without it. That's why we in this condition, man. And so it got to be, we got to separate. We got to separate. But to be,
just to piggyback off what he
yes, sir.
said, I think that I had read that you said that there were no older slaves that came. I think the age limit, from what I read, was between 15 and 35. I guess they picked that particular age range because they were ready-made labor.
Yeah, but they grabbed all ages. They didn't just grab no one age. They had different reasons for all of them. So they needed them all. They needed them bucks, they needed the women, and they needed the children for different reasons. And so that's how they was broke up. You understand, they was given different positions. You got the beasts all out here, man. I see.
Question I still have with all that, with all this stuff that they don't saved over time, where are the ships? That's a question everybody need to be asking themselves. Like, where are the ships? It's not one. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but where are the ships? Or did it? Or it didn't happen the way they said it happened? Because there's a lot of transactions going on between North and South America. Puerto Rico, I believe that's exactly what it was, a port, a midway. In some instance, you know what I'm saying? But where the hell are the ships?
So
I see them motherfuckers. I see you.
What do you say, right?
I see you. I see him. I see him.
What do you say, right, when people say to you, you know, why we always talking about Africa? Africa don't care about us. The Africans are running over here to America. So
yeah, that's the you know why them Africans is running over here to America? Because they running from them revolutionary niggas over there. They gonna kill their ass. They done cheated on their own people for America, so they had to bring them over here. It's like the, what's that shit, the Witness Protection Program. So they bringing them motherfuckers over here to save their ass. The real revolutionaries, just like we, if it ain't for brothers like Sarnetta, to myself, that's out here actually videotaping, you wouldn't know this goddamn world exists. Right. You wouldn't even know this world exists. You see what I'm saying? So ain't nobody over there recording for revolutionary Africans to show you what they doing and what they trying to achieve. So if you take your ass over there and see for yourself, you'll see, man, it's the same brothers and sisters. It's the same mix. I ain't saying I done been to Ethiopia and I done been to Egypt. I done been to Ethiopia, I've been to Egypt. I've been to Mexico too.
Have you seen any homosexuals over there?
I ain't seen no homosexuals.
Oh, King Tamir told a different story.
Where was he at?
You gotta go back to the video.
I mean, it might be some new shit.
Yeah,
I don't, you know, but I know Africa is anti-homosexual in Africa, man. I don't know no nation in Africa that is agreeing with homosexuality. That's bullshit. Now, if the white, but see, that's just what the white man do. He go over there, kidnap our babies. That's why they putting their motherfucking ass out of them African countries. They over there taking them babies. That's what they doing.
You think that
he's a baby. He takes babies. That's all he do. That's why they call it kid, K-I-D, napping.
So you think that
throwing your kid in the knapsack and running off with his ass.
So you think that
kidnapping. That's what it means. Go ahead.
So you think that Barack Obama's last trip to Africa, that was what he was trying to promote while he was in, I think, Ghana?
Man, Africa then already saw what we saw. They didn't saw what we saw. They ain't falling for that image. Barack's image, all of the hurrah he got, it's over with. He's a lame duck. It's over for him. You understand what I'm saying? He about to leave. The only thing he trying to do is to fatten his pockets before the fuck he get out of there. Like all the rest of them. What the fuck can he do? And them crackers done already said they not going for that shit. They gonna give him hell every fucking day he's there, and he's not gonna accomplish nothing. And when they get his ass out of power, they gonna repeal everything the motherfucker ever did. And most of them have already said that. So what the
hold
fuck?
on, man. We getting closer to freedom. We got a black president, bro.
Man, get the fuck out of here. He ain't black. That motherfucker mammy a cracker. How the hell he black? You get your lineage from your mama. You connected to your mama by umbilical cord. Y'all one into the umbilical cord is 7. You can't be something different than your mama. So I don't give a fuck what he looked like. He was connected to that woman, which means that they was one.
Right.
Until severed at the umbilical cord. So his mama is a cracker. So what that make him?
But you are what your father is. Don't the seed come from the
Who
father?
the fuck know who your daddy is, nigga? We all been hitting this shit, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Yeah, how you know it? Only way you know if the woman say you the daddy. If that woman say you ain't the daddy, you can't bust up in there and say I am. They gonna lock your ass up.
All right, I want you to right now take this time, right, because the teachings of the Nation of Islam is gone. You don't hear the white man is the devil no more. Go into the science and show us why you say the white man is the devil. Go into the science of it.
Well, you know,
go into his history.
See, I call him really what he is. I call him the beast. See, the devil shit, that's religious. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, and this is characteristic, no doubt. That's one of it, but when you look at the devil in religion first, he was Saint Lucifer. He was the most beloved of God. He was the most beautiful angel, Saint Lucifer. The white man don't have no origin like that. When we first see the cracker, that motherfucker is a caveman. Okay, so he don't have no origin where he, black power. He don't have no origin where he the most beautiful. Okay, he don't have no. So when you start playing that devil shit, yeah, the character as the the beast, and when they use that terminology, yeah, but when they can latch that Lucifer shit on to that. See? And that's what niggas try to use to say, well, he's not all bad. You understand what I'm saying? It was a time when he was good. You see what I'm saying? He was even loved of God. You see? He ain't never was loved of God. Okay? He ain't got no goddamn... God is the Son. God is the Son. The S-U-N. And that's why every time you see anything that's divine, how do you know it's divine? It got a halo. It got a halo. You got pictures where it'll have the saint, right? It had a halo, right, and everybody else don't have no halo. Right. So I'm gonna ask you the question again. How do you know that something is divine? The sun. There's a halo, which is the sun. The sun gives that thing divinity. Right. So the real divine God is the sun. That's what it is. And in the Bible it says, for God is a sun and a shield. That's in Proverbs. You can just Google it in.
You'll have a big fight with the Hebrews.
If you just Google it in, God is a sun and a shield, it'll take you right to the verse. For God, and then the other one where it say this, and the sun will rise with healing in his wings. And if you look at that particular verse, the S is spelled with a capital S. And the only time you capitalize something when it's a person, a place, and a thing. So, look at it. So I bet you it's capitalized. So we don't even. So you say I bet you it's capitalized. Yeah. Don't look it up. You lying ass. Go look it up. God is a son. Anytime, any religion, if you want to separate the divine from the common, it's going to be the halo. It's the sun that gives all them motherfuckers divinity.
So without the sun, everything dies.
It would die. It's a solar system. And use a cracker without no melanin. In a solar system. Something wrong. something didn't happen right there. You feel me? And so when you look at, if you Google in Adam and Eve expelled from Eden, you will see Adam and Eve. You'll see the sun up there. You won't see the sun. You just see the light, and you'll see Adam like this with his hand up. Huh?
Like hurt.
The sun put their ass up out of the garden. Go look at it. Look at it. Niggas hurt. Because they know they done seen it already. And now that 1 and 2 is coming together. And it's fucking people up. Go look at it. Go look it up. And you will see Adam going up and many times his hand. And I want you to watch. And watch this too. You will see him got like an animal skin on. And if you Google in caveman, you will put that shit side by side, you will see it's the same garb of the caveman. Look at it!
It's so much stuff, man, that we grew up seeing, man, that don't really comprehend what it really is because of the lack of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? The knowledge we don't have. I'm talking about myself, you know what I'm saying? I seen footprints in the house, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the wall and stuff. It didn't make sense until like I turned 35, 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many times they try to put it in your head in church. Still, when you hear the real truth and you get real logical thought on that sucker, you wake the fuck up real quick. I'm just saying.
I want you to look at it. It's the truth. And you got that shit on your wall. Go look at it. I bet you it's the goddamn. And that, I'm just freestyling. I'm freestyling, y'all.
Right.
My shit is thorough, nigga. Believe that. Get any goddamn Hebrew or any Muslim, Christian, or goddamn Jew, Freemason, it don't make no difference which one of them it is. All of them are Jew-based. So all you have to do is jump on the Jew and you got them all. One time. Don't go fucking with the latter ones and shit. You wasting your time. Go down there to the main one, and that's the Jew. So when you attack that Old Testament, you attack them all. They all need Adam. And when you look at it, Adam, Abraham come from Adam, David come from Abraham, and Jesus is supposed to come from Abraham too. So if you take any one of them out of the link, you can cancel the whole thing. That's why you go to the Old Testament. You sync them all. Every last one of them need Abraham. All of them. He's the father of the Hebrews. He's the father. I ain't gonna give y'all too much more on that. I'm gonna say that ass whooping for later.
Question.
Go ahead.
It's an honor to see you in real life. I got a couple of your DVDs. But it's like, a lot of times I work with Muslims.
Okay.
And a lot of them, they say, oh, the Quran has never been tampered with your opinion on it.
It's never been tampered with. Tell them to produce the first Quran. And that right there gonna prove it been tampered with. Where the first Quran? The only way you can not prove that it ain't been tampered is to produce the first Quran. Do they have the first Quran? Ask them that. They don't have it. They don't have the original text. It been tampered with. If that ain't the one God, that's why I keep saying how you revising it, how you get better than God.
Man, that crap used to be funny back in the days, boy. They kept trying him, boy. He always had something. And when you go research what he said, you be like, what the fuck? I mean, great teacher, man, great teacher.
Man, listen here, man. They got a copyright on the Bible. You can't just up and make your own Bible. You got to lease that shit. Man, I wouldn't even lie to y'all. They got a copyright on the Bible. You can't just up and make no Bible. You have to lease that from them. It fucked me up, man. I just say, man, let me see if because this a bold motherfucker this shit up. And it's certain, like man, they got a copyright on certain, you know, like the King James, them crackers got copyrights on it. You cannot just up and make your own and say, I'm gonna print Bibles. They gonna come sue your ass. Hey, right now? Come on, come on. I ain't seen nobody step up and say shit. And everybody out here is damn near one or the other. Bring it on. Because when you, come on, man. Adam and Eve, When you see the stuff, man, come on, Sabir. They want me to call you over here. I'm love,
just
though.
to say what's up. That's
Come
all.
on over here, man.
Give some love, Sabir.
This is
what I do right here.
This is my dog and my God.
There you go.
You know, for real.
Right here. No, but I'm serious. This is what it is. I'm not. We don't have time for that.
Oh man, no, hell
I
no.
left your hometown too.
What you was doing up there, boy? You didn't check with me, man. I didn't like that.
You gotta give me your number, man. Give me the number. But I was there for 3 days, man.
For real, I've been up here.
We gotta work on Detroit, boy. We gotta get it.
Nah, he know.
Come on up there, baby.
Get it.
Help me out.
Gotta get it.
Help me out. For real. I'll be looking for. I'm gonna see you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so, you know, the Bible, you're dealing with that.
All right. But
I'm going to tell you something. You really got to have your shit together if you're going up against these Hebrews, man. I'm telling you. Brother Zabak is no joke. He know this Bible backwards.
He can know that motherfucker any which way he want to know it. It don't make no difference.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you, brother. All I can do is
I come with the facts.
All right.
I guarantee you, the only thing he gonna use is the Bible. That's all he gonna use.
That's all they gonna use.
That's a myopic ass view. You already know that. You niggas don't go to church. Niggas don't go. Y'all know that book. The little part y'all was taught. So y'all really ain't into that shit like that. Y'all ain't into that religion like y'all ain't into that shit like that.
The brother said he believed Jesus was a good man.
Hey.
The story that they say about him.
What did you say? Say the sentence again. You believe. Did you say believe?
Yeah.
Okay, that ends the argument.
Right.
I didn't ask you what you believe, I asked you what you knew and what you know. And that's what you can prove. Just like I say, most people say they know God. Well, call him up. Give me God's number, because I want to talk to him. You see, I believe in the divine essence. Right. We can see that. We can see that, but nobody know the individual, or if there's an individual, or what it. And there's many verses in the Bible that state that nobody knows the depths of God. It said in one of the verses, I got it. It say no man know. You could Google it. No man know a beginning or end. No man, and you can Google it and it'll come up. No man know a beginning or end. So
tell you what, they damn sure trying to find the beginning, boy, with that damn telescope up there. That shit is way back, like trillions of years back, boy. They seeing shit, boy, that's just ridiculous. They searching.
I asked a question. What is Genesis and what is Revelation?
Hopefully the beginning and the end.
Huh? Okay then, go Google. So if no man know a beginning and end, what is Genesis and what is Revelation? Go Google. I bet you it come up. And so you gonna be going against your. That's what I do. I put you against your own house. I use your own book against you. That's my greatest weapon against any of y'all is your own book. I know that motherfucker. All the verses I know, I need to know to sink that motherfucker. I know. I know him. It's gonna cause you to question this shit in a way that's gonna pull the foundation from up on it. Period. Man been here much longer than a goddamn fake ass Adam and Eve. Goddamn it, we got ovens in Africa. The document was in the New York Post. Go back goddamn 40,000, 50,000 years, it was carbon dated. Do you know what level of science you need to get a goddamn furnace to smelt metal? These ain't no, come on man, that was fixed, and the metals that they left, these is real metals. These is, you know what I'm saying, steel, not steel, but iron and copper type of metals. You have to be of a certain, and it's carbon dated at 50,000 years, and you gonna tell me about a goddamn Adam and Eve at 4?
Man, and that's what be having me bucking, man, when I be hearing stuff. And it's like you put a lot on one book. It's just a book. But if it helps, go with it. But you must know at least the roots, man. He dropping some root knowledge right here, man. He is snapping. Like I said, I wouldn't debate him. I'll just agree. I ain't even gonna lie. And it ain't good just to agree, but some of that shit is just logical common sense.
6.
I wouldn't give a goddamn what. It ain't no 6, it's 4,000 some years. Because they dated from the time of Moses. Moses supposedly came up with Ramesses. That's the 19th dynasty. That's around 12.
But then again, you know what I'm saying? The hardest thing for a person to do is admit that they was wrong about something. So it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, for people to take in this kind of information because a lot of them had it for a long time, and I guess they would hate to admit that they was wrong. Our grandparents was wrong. And the further you go back, you know what I'm saying, it's harder to blame them because they didn't have no choice. But as you come up, you know what I'm saying, we walking around with computers in our pockets, and you don't look this stuff up, man, but we looking up all this other crazy things, but not looking up the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, if you take life and stuff serious as they preach, you know what I'm saying, why not research behind these pastors? You know, there's people that been there, you know what I'm saying, that actually seen and touched these things and stuff. Got it on camera now. We can get the stuff visually. You know what I'm saying? People been giving us hints throughout the years. Michael Jackson, goddamn Richard Pryor. All these people was giving us clues and shit. But if you're not tuned in, you're not going to catch these clues. You're going to look at it for what it is. I ain't going to talk too much. I'm not sure if I want to do part 2 right now or later on. I think I'll do it tomorrow morning. Wake up early and do part 2. It's a little short.
1200 BC. If you go to the king's list at Abydos, the Temple of Abydos, that's the oldest documented record of kings on the earth. You got Narmer, the first king, to Seti, the last king, and that's over 2,000, and they got the cartouches on there with their names in it. 2,000 straight, ain't a break in it. Ain't a break in the lineage from Narmer to Seti. Now from Moses to Abraham is 500 years, and then from Abraham to Moses is about another 1,000. You can easily fit that story into that king's list. Where the flood at? Ain't no damn break in the damn king's list. Ain't no break in the damn, it keep going. Where the hell the world was flooded at? It wasn't flooded in Africa. So how you gonna have, it was no break, it was over 2,000 years. You can Google it right.
Yeah, he is absolutely correct right there. I mean, if you know geography, history, and things like that, it don't line up. The stories are not lining up, you know what I'm saying? You actually have to go to real world history, you know what I'm saying? No timelines. And once you know that, I mean, you'll look at that book like, that's impossible. I'm just saying.
Now, the world has documented. You could go and see it. It's damn near big as this whole...
So the Egyptians did not enslave the Jews?
Enslave them to do what?
According to the Bible, they said that...
What the hell is you gonna do with a nomad?
Enslaved the Jews, and they built the pyramids. The Jews built the pyramids.
They built the pyramids, but they didn't build adequate tombs for their own prophets and kings. You gonna build a... Listen
so
here.
saying the Jews built the pyramids?
I'm saying, if you saying you built the pyramid, you should be able to build adequate tombs for your kings and your prophets. Right. We ain't found not one or a tomb of any prophet or any disciple of God from the Bible. Not one. You ain't got no original text from that one. No original manuscript. So you don't even know when the shit was written. How do you know if you ain't got an original text? How do you know when it was written?
Anybody?
You gotta believe him.
Uh-oh, he said you gotta believe.
You gotta believe. Well, you keep on believing, and motherfuckers gonna keep asking the question, what can we do to change this shit?
Right.
You gotta change your way of thinking. Right. You gotta get this bullshit up. Nobody was born with a book strapped to their ass. Nobody was born with a religion.
So you saying get a white man back
man
as
or a woman walking down the street, put that shit in your hand
Get
and
a
say,
white man
hey,
back as Jesus?
let me introduce you to something. Huh?
Give the white man back Jesus, you saying?
Hell yeah. Without a doubt. What you gonna do with it? You didn't have this shit for this long.
400 years.
You got to reap something out. What did you reap from it? When you look at all these communities, they used to be black, Detroit, Harlem, this, that, and the third. The church is still here. But everything else gone. The churches remain. They are part of the system. I mean, goddamn, Detroit, it's still some goodness in Detroit. But the motherfuckers that profit the most was the liquor stores and the churches. They still there. And the goddamn funeral homes. That's the only goddamn bit in the hair beauty supplies. The beauty supplies owned by the Koreans. All the goddamn supermarkets, all the liquor stores owned by the Arabs. We don't have not one major major brand supermarket anymore. They just little small supermarkets, and they all owned by the Arabs. So you got a majority black population like that. Ain't no money coming in. Everything you spend your money on, these motherfuckers take out there to their community. You ain't keeping nothing for your goddamn self. The majority of the money that we make should be kept within the black community. That's the only, but look at here, look at Harlem, gone. We ain't got shit, they doing this shit all around the country.
But why is that though? Why is that? Why does the black dollar only circulate one time? What is in it?
Because we don't produce a goddamn thing.
Okay, we've been saying this since the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
True indeed.
And we're still saying it in 2013.
But that's
how
why
we gonna get it done?
But see, that's when it comes to the point where people feel they ain't got no other alternative, and they seek revolution. That's when you look at when revolutions happen like that. People have damn near put everything on the table.
Wait.
I don't see no revolution coming right for a long time, brother.
It ain't coming. In this kind of way we thinking.
They driving Benz, they got jobs.
No,
ain't nothing
it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen a different kind of way. It's gonna be a more quiet type of motherfuckers is gonna flee. Motherfuckers is fleeing now. But did we fleeing as individuals and families? But motherfuckers been fleeing over the last 60, 70 years. Motherfuckers didn't move back to Africa from America. We didn't move back. We ain't just moved back in masses, but it's hundreds of thousands.
I mean, but is that the right thing to do? I mean, because, I mean, he's speaking, I believe this was like 2014. There's so much more information done been dropped from this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it was out there before, around this time and before this, but you know what I'm saying? But as far as getting to the people, you know what I'm saying? So the more questions the people asked, the more information kept coming from all kind of directions. So moving back over there, is that the right choice when it's possibly we already belong here? And I don't mean that as far as a enslavement, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the pre-slave time, we was already here. So that means it's possible that we could have been the Indians that were here. So why would we leave and go back to Africa for most of us? You know what I'm saying? It's not for all of us, you know what I'm saying? But because we don't know exactly how that slave trade actually happened. Did it really happen? Was it more of a shorter distance? Was they moving things around in shorter distances, I would say. So it's a lot of variables to add to that, you know. But I ain't messing with the general and shit, man. Right now is what he said. I ain't fucking with it.
thousands of blacks from America that they moved back to various parts of Africa.
The Africans are here to enslave you again, brother. You don't even know that. They coming here en masse right now. These motherfuckers don't even want to be a part of you. When you see us in our rallies, when they shoot down one of us, you don't see not one African protesting, brother.
Okay.
Them motherfuckers is here to put you back
damn,
on slave ship.
I hear you, but I just told you that most of them motherfuckers running from the revolutionary niggas like us are over there. You can't use him as a standard for all Africans.
Right.
I went over there and I'm gonna tell you, if your spirit is right, they gonna know it. And they gonna treat you accordingly. That's how I got it. I'm gonna tell you how I got it. Yeah, it was funny acting motherfuckers, but that's all around the world. You ain't gonna go over there and get everybody to go along with your goddamn program. Motherfucker can't even get motherfuckers in his own household to go. So you ain't got to go way to Africa that don't find a motherfucker that don't want to work with you. Shit, don't let.
I was thinking about tagging that peanut in this goddamn video too, because I mean, I think Truth is over there listening to it now. That's why I'm kind of taking my time, because I'm gonna get triggered again, man. And I think I might just put the second part link in the description, because it took a lot for me to actually get to it, man. There's some kind of, you know what I'm saying, trigger warning and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to get to it. Well, this channel's 18 and over anyway. But evidently he said something up in there, you know what I'm saying, that made it put a whatchamacallit on it. You can still see it, you know what I'm saying, I guess as long as your account is an adult account, but they still gonna warn you before you even put it on. I don't think this first part was that bad. It might have hurt some feelings, but hope it didn't hurt no feelings. I hope you go look up this shit and they'll make more sense. This shit should make you more powerful on top of what you already know. Because now you're starting to get true definition of the words and what they actually saying. And it ain't what they told us, been telling us, you know what I'm saying? You look at life a lot different as far as, you know what I'm saying, once you start getting the true knowledge of what that is. And if we did that, we'd probably have a better community, especially in some of our hoods. Like you said, something ain't right. That's the only thing standing, but everything around it is falling down. The church. It's in everybody's community. The only thing standing strong, going for decades, but everything around it is falling apart. I'm just saying.
That be no goddamn excuse. There's Africans over there that's really ready to get with us, you know, but it got to be in love. It got to be, most Americans go over there like they, you know, that's how Americans is. They think they run the planet. And so they snobs and shit. That's how motherfuckers look at Americans, man. You know?
So to put everything on the table, pre-revolution, what you think about reparations? How you feel about that? Do you feel we should fight for it or go for it? Or?
It should be a branch department of our people that focus on getting reparations, whether we get it or not, because our ancestors worked for it. Fuck that. We want our shit. We want our shit. Our ancestors worked for it. So whether we get it or not, we should be having a department of our people that's fighting for reparation. You know, that's the reality of what kind of money we need to get out of the hole we in. That's the only kind of money that's gonna get us up out of this shit. We need and benefiting off of what our ancestors do. So it ain't just the white man we bowing down to. Right. It's all these other motherfuckers too. That's a defeatist mentality, man. When you just let anybody, goddamn, we've been over here. And we know our ancestors built it. It was only white and black here for a minute.
So what does?
But it got to be in love. It got to be, most Americans go over there like they You know, that's how Americans is. They think they run the planet, and so they snobs and shit. That's how motherfuckers look at Americans, man. You know?
So to put everything on the table, pre-revolution, what you think about reparations? How you feel about that? Do you feel we should fight for it or go for it?
It should be a branch department of our people that focus on getting reparations, whether we get it or not, because our ancestors worked for it. Fuck that. We want our shit. We want our shit. Our ancestors worked for it. So whether we get it or not, we should be having a department of our people that's fighting for reparation. You know, that's the reality of what kind of money we need to get out of the hole we in. That's the only kind of money that's gonna get us up out of this shit. We need benefiting off of what our ancestors do. And so it ain't just the white man we bowing down to. Right. It's all these other motherfuckers too. That's a defeatist mentality, man. When you just let anybody, goddamn, we've been over here, and we know our ancestors built it. It was only white and black here for a minute.
So what does that say about the black man though? Because if we can let a motherfucker come in our house,
but now stop right there. Now when one of the brothers was dealing with bringing over the young, see, that department was taken and they taught them motherfuckers that. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't stop that program right there, or them grabbing them babies, because they just had it on the jet with the baby black, you know, little girl on there blacked out, so many of our children missing. Where's the outcry? You see what I'm saying? Them crackers is taking our babies, man. And so if you're going to continue to let them take them and raise them, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. They're killing the lions and raising these old broad ass niggas. That's all that it is.
That's right.
And so it's going to have to be an ultimate discussion about the reality we live in. And really, man, it's only, you can really, all you can do is get your shit together and get ready to get the fuck on wherever it is. You know, you got to be able to move and be able to live anywhere on the planet. We have to be that type of a people. Garvey had long said that this is no place for us. He said we would be in this condition. Go read the philosophies and opinions. It's not a...
I mean, so what do y'all think about what he's saying there? Because, I mean, we're allowing about another 20,000 cultures up into the country, and it looks like they're doing more for them than us at this moment. A lot of it is our fault, you know what I'm saying? But in my eyes, I mean, we keep sticking up for them before we stick up for ourselves, which is I don't really understand. But that was some real shit. He said, "Where are we going to go? We got to get up and move. There's nowhere for us to go."
A hard book to read. Most of us have touched on it one way or another. And that's what Garvey said. He said we would come to this. He said we would fall in numbers, that other races would rise up above us, and they have. And so a lot of Garvey is outdated. It got to be updated, but the premise is the same. We cannot live side by side with this cracker. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Do you think we have lost the respect from each other, black man and black woman? Do you think the black women have lost respect for the black man?
And just for caution, I do not believe all of the stuff that he is saying, you know what I'm saying? At one point in time, maybe I did, you know what I'm saying? But the more knowledge you get, you know what I'm saying, the more understanding you get, and you kind of settle down. Even if you go check this man out now, you know what I'm saying, you settle yourself down. But once you start getting loaded with this stuff, yeah, you're a loose cannon out there in a lot of areas. The truth hurts, hey. But as I said, you know what I'm saying, if you go check this man out now, you know what I'm saying, his website is Patreon and things like that, which is links I'm gonna be putting down at the bottom below the video. You know, he calmed down a lot. I kind of missed this city though, you know. He gets you hyped up. That wouldn't do too, but he's on that teaching level down.
And we have lost
many of them, but you got to understand, just like these boys been raised, these sisters been raised the same way. They've been taken from their mothers and fathers and taught us, and so you can't use her mentality as the standard. There's revolutionary sisters out here that know what it is. She got the legacy of her father to uphold. So she must uphold black manhood. God damn it, when she spit in her father's face. And I don't honor no queen that'll spit in her own father's face. That's what the black woman is God, but you're gonna honor me also. And I'm gonna do the work for you. But when you spit in my face in front of the world, then I can no longer honor you. You see, you can't spit in my face in front of the world. You can pull my coat and say whatever the fuck you want to say to me behind these scenes, but you can't spit in my face in front of the world and think I'm gonna respect you. And vice versa. And vice versa. That's real talk. We gotta take that shit inside, man. It just dishonored black manhood totally. Niggas that's out here doing work, they get dishonored. Just by the image alone. It dishonors all black men. And so you got sisters out here that been trained also, just like the young men, to be fags, to be what they are. I still honor them, the African woman, but that's the facts. She got to deal with that. We can't just say the black woman is God and that she's not. Got some healing to do.
Dealing with hip hop. Has hip hop taken us back? Has hip hop turned us more into savages today? Because our babies are being raised on hip hop today. I mean, let me correct that. Hold up. Shit hop. I'm not gonna say hip hop. I'm gonna say our babies now are being raised on shit hop. Talk to us about that.
It's another program. We go back to the children. You want a certain type of mentality, and they know that our music is the foundation of our spirituality. When you hear that drum, it opens up any African.
Right.
If he's true African, he gonna open up with that drum, so they know how powerful it is in our culture.
Right.
So that information that goes behind that drum, it goes deep. It's a brainwashing going on, and so you got the Planned Parenthood. These are all operations we know in effect to destroy our children. If you get them young and you implant that sick mind state in them, you got them. You got them. So you got to corral your children away from this beast. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what they're doing to their own children. You can Google abused children and you will see all of their own white children that they done jumped on. And you will see them have like tape over their mouth with saying help on it, and saying and they daddy say if you tell anybody, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, and these is their own images that they put up. You feel me? So if he's doing that to his own children, if you Google abused children, you will see like a shadow of a white man hollering and the child is in the corner, you know, like in a state of fear. So if the white man is doing that to his own children, what the hell is he doing to ours? What the hell is he doing to ours? So you have to look, you put up this image of this great, beautiful white man in a suit and tie with beautiful white man with suit and tie with his little briefcase, and put him up to the black man and say, this is who you supposed to be. But then when you get behind closed doors, this motherfucker shitting on his woman. They in there smearing shit all on their face and shit. He pissing in the cup, she drinking it. They in there having sex with the dog. These are the people that is kidnapping and adopting your children. And you want to know why the rates of homosexuality have jumped in the black community? Because the white man have been raising our children, raping our children.
Wow.
Okay, so these crackers came out on the Catholic Church for raping theirs. We should come out on these crackers for raping ours. But too many of y'all niggas get y'all check signed by that beast. Huh? So you mortgage your morality. You mortgage your morality just to get a check. Our babies is worth more than that. That's why I came down to this youth march, this Million Youth March, because I knew Baba Kali would have wanted me to do that.
That's right.
And I was hesitant for a minute. I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna lie about that. I didn't know if I was gonna make it.
Well, I'm glad you.
But I came, I'm glad I did too.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there, man. You want to check out the rest of this one here, I'm gonna drop the link down in the description. Very deep brother, man. Sarah Sutton Seti, General Seti, known by many names, you know what I'm saying. Great teacher, man, you know what I'm saying. I love listening to him on anytime, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna hold everybody up too much longer here, man. It's already 12 noon over here where I'm at. Go ahead and jump over here to this next show, and I'm gonna try to set up a quiet storm for later on, and I'm gonna try to get something in between that too. You know what I'm saying? Haven't did crime Crime and Confession show in a minute here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like laughing, man. Big Vibe got me going last night, man. That was a recap of what I did, man. That jump was hilarious. And I like how he cut that, man, because the rest of that video was bullshit. But I like how you cut that, though. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody who came and joined me. Leah, JC was up in the building and stuff. Pretty sure they still up in the bushes. And Money Bull was up in here this morning. You, Brooks, Young Riaz, Raina was up in here. And salute to everybody who caught the recap, because now you're at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that everybody have a great day. Make sure you hit that like button, share the live, and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to the channel, $ Real Mad TV. And we're going to end this, man, with some of Seti's teachers. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the video. Peace.
Books, new facts, new hooks, new tracks, new tools, new gas. You fools should move back. Original, boom bap, mystery school rap. Within the Pythagorean harmonics crowds, I move that. Who's that? The one that rocks this mic and 1,000 others. For further evidence, you can check this very album cover. I'm about to smother the ignorance out you motherfuckers. You sleeping on this teacher, let me get you out them covers. No time for sleeping, no joking, stay awoken. African drums still beat when the stick's broken. I'm floating, mind open, chakras glowing. I realize the all-seeing being is all-knowing. Heart clean, no interruption, cheap flowing. From heaven we came from, so to heaven we going. We the first agriculturists, we reap what we sowing. Know who you are, not just what the TV's showing. I came to find you. We're the gods. I came to remind you. We're the gods. Don't let them blind you. We're the gods. The truth is inside you. We're the gods. Grow up, feed the needy, avoid the greedy. No one but us look like Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Not the painted bust of Nefertiti, but the Nefertiti on the temple wall seen by all in ancient graffiti. Heed me, 33 years ago, God freed me. Then she said she need me to spit the truth for her weekly, freely. Easy, open mics, now don't tease me. My face gets sweaty, palms get all greasy. I start flashing shit, all you see is feces. Written shit, spitting shit, KRS a different species. This boy beastie, he's slow and he's low. That is the tempo. When you know, rappers come and go. Always claim they run the show till they feel that thunder blow. Straight from the mother flow, gutter flow. They spit bullshit, I spit the other flow. But bullshit's a fertilizer, maybe to help these brothers grow. I don't know. I came to find you. We're the gods. I came to remind you. We're the gods. Don't let them blind you. We're the gods. The truth is inside you. We're the gods. Queen Mother, wake up. King Father, wake up. You sleeping on this teaching? It's you I gotta shake up, wake 'em up. We the return of the Christ. Christ is not a man, it's a symbol of a community brought back to life. They got you looking for a red or white or blue savior, but here comes the black savior, Krishna, cat blazer. Tongue sharp like that razor, original rap flavor. I speak in general terms cause I'm that major. Still got the pager privately, don't lie to me. God is the Motorola mobilizing inside of me. My sheep know my voice and stay choicing and flock to me. When knowledge reigns supreme, ignorance you not gonna see. Unite with me, and I'll unite with you. Don't fight with me, and I won't fight with you. Establish law, that's what we gotta do. The future's depending on us, maybe this is not for you. I came to find you, we are the gods.